Okay.
Okay. Ayman. Ma'am, some people's waiting aliದ್ದಾರೆ ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ
ನೀನ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ, ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರೋರ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನದ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೂನು.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯೂಸ್
ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ರು ಮುಂದೆನೋ. Forget about all those things. You start presenting your presentation. We are all waiting here.
Okay.
Anyway, Ayman is going to take up, right? First, let her present it and you carry on with your admitting other candidates to the session.
Hello.
This schedule will be there for 40 minutes. After that, schedule
it will
automatically it will be turned off. So you should have a standby schedule already scheduled next session. ಆತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬೈ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಷನ್, ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್.
Ayman.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayman Sharif, and our topic is crime pattern prediction.
1 minute. Ma'am, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ದು ಫೇಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕಾಣೋ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
ಹೌದು, that's why we asked you to wear the college uniform.
Okay ma'am, so I am asking.
ಅವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪ, ಅವಳು ಒಳ್ಳೆದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಯಾರೋ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಳು ಸರಿಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ 4 ಜನದ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. And one more thing, I'm looking at the chat. Animation adu idu anta enella barta ide. No such nonsense conversation should go on here when presentation is going on. If you are interested in the concepts, if you want to learn about presentation and other matters, then only you are allowed to be here. Otherwise, stay out of the presentation.
Actually, Sandesh and Lakshmi's video is not. We can't see.
Now let Ayman start first.
Okay ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayman Sharif, and our topic is crime pattern prediction using data science. I'll be explaining the first introduction part here. Nowadays, the crime prevention and detection has become an important trend in the country. So we are just using several steps covered and various techniques to solve the crimes that are used to increase steadily. So here we will be predicting the crime patterns based on the previous crimes. So the crime data will be previously stored, and using that stored data, we will be predicting the next upcoming crime. For example, we will be like robbery can lead to murder, and murder can lead to some other thing. Like for example, chain snatching can also lead to murder. So if will be based on the location, date, time, and the crime type happening. So the proposed system identifies the crime behavior, the crime prediction, and precise the detection, and managing the large volumes of data obtained from previous sources. Next, after introduction, we'll be using the SRS, that is software requirement specifications. In that, we'll be having non-functional requirements and functional requirements. The non-functional requirements are, that is, we'll be having 3 modules, that is admin, investigation agencies, and public, where admin can add the new crime, it can add the new person who has done the crime, and the public can view so that the public can be notified by the upcoming crimes. And the investigation agencies will be updating the crime patterns. users of the application gets login, the admin will create the ID and password to get login. So the users of the application will be logging using the ID and password. So the administration manages the crime types and happening. Administration is one who has been registered to the investigation agencies. It sets an unique ID and password for each investigation agencies. Next, the non-functional requirements will be explained by Sanjay.
Sanjay?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, but slide
Just check,
is not moving, ma'am, like the internet. I think so. What is the problem? I don't. ಏನು
No,
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ
you are
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ
not.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
Sandesh is complaining that you are not allowing him to get into the meeting. Just check. Now your slides have started moving. Waiting room Sandesh irbodu. You just check.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಬರೀ ಸಾವಂತ್, ಗುಣರಂಜನ್, ವಿವೇಕ್ ಇಬ್ಬರೇ 3 ಜನ ಇರೋದು.
Okay, but he is telling that he is not allowed inside the meeting. Who's going to take up next? Ayman Mugita.
Sandesh ma'am.
Where is he? See, this is not done.
Okay, ma'am. I will only take, ma'am.
Continue.
Okay. Ma'am, non-functional requirements are nothing but like there's a constant that must be added. Like that must be added to the our project due to the development. They limit what resources can be used and set bounds on aspects of software quality. One of the most important things about non-functional requirement is to make them verifiable. And the verification is normally done by measuring various aspects of the system, because we should show that our project doesn't contain negative or disadvantages, and seeing if measurement comes conform to the requirements. And slide is actually not moving at all. Slide move ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. like 30 seconds ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
It's okay. 30. We can wait for 30 seconds. It's okay. You continue your presentation.
Okay. And requirements can be divided into several groups, that is usability, reliability, maintainability, and efficiency. Where usability is mainly depend on the how the project is worked, and our project is based on the browser based application. Like example, we can give example like Flipkart, Facebook, those are all the browser based application, which means like it's also a generic application which can be used by n number of users. And our project is reliable. Reliable is our application provides services according to the users satisfaction and interest, which means our project is more friendly when compared to the other applications. And the next is maintainability. As we update the software regularly, it will be easy to maintain. Application is designed in such a way that the future modification and enhancement can be done easily. Like we are using Visual Studio and SQL Server, where we can enhance, we can efficiently enhance the project and the efficiency. Like efficient in our project, like efficient results as we are going to using the data mining technique, where it provides a very efficient results when compared to the other applications. Then reusability. Our system is based on the web-based applications. Once the user creates an account, user can access the system multiple times, by logging in, using a password and username. And how requirements, and the next thing is how requirements can be used. How requirements identified in SRS being used as an input. System major objective is to find the crime patterns. All crime are considered such as a robbery, chain snatching, murder, kidnap, pickpocket, etc. Like a system will go into.
Sanjay,
ma'am,
Are you just reading what is there on the slide?
No, ma'am.
Or are you presenting?
Like I am explaining, ma'am.
Don't read what is there on the slide.
Okay, ma'am.
Explain it properly.
Like which means how the requirements identified in the SRS been used as an input, and means what are the inputs that are giving to our project. Like our project is based on the crime patterns, and our main objective is to find the crime patterns. Like we are going to input all crimes. They are like robbery, chain snatching, murder, kidnap, pickpocket, etc. Like we are going to build a system, build a like a real-time application, and it's also a generic application applicable for all the regions. Where we can know about generic application means like it deals with too many arguments. Like it can be used by so many police station, police department, investigation agencies, etc. All this identified and input to the project to find the crime patterns.
Ayman, you can switch off your video mode now. Anyhow, your presentation is done, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can mute your video mode. You can just keep audio on. And Sanjay, just check once again for Sandesh. He's been trying to get in.
Ma'am, he is in, ma'am. Sandesh.
Okay, fine. Which is Sandesh's portion?
Ma'am,
the problem statement is the solution.
Okay, now Sandesh is going to continue the presentation.
Slide is not moving, ma'am.
Can I explain it, ma'am? The problem.
Yeah, you start explaining it.
Yes, ma'am. So
no need to worry about slides. You start explain.
Okay. So our problem statement in this project, the problem statement is in the current scenario in the crime sectors like police station departments and investigation agencies. So they have many applications to maintain the crime data, and also they have many applications to largely complain on the crime. So there is no application that has been developed to predict the crime pattern that is going on at present. So the problem statement is we can only largely complain. So in our solution part, so we are using the data science algorithm, that is a priori algorithm, to find the crime patterns that is going on in some different areas. So we chose the data mining algorithm. So it for the to get the better results. So it is useful. It can be useful for public. So and it also can be useful for investigation agencies, and it can also be useful for the crime sectors. So so by predicting the crime patterns, we can take the precautionary measures so to avoid the crime. So in different cities and areas, we can use this application to predict the crimes. So this is a solution we have developed.
Okay, what about Lakshmi?
Block diagram is explained by Lakshmi, ma'am.
Okay, all these things you explained in previous presentation also, right?
No, ma'am, we are we are giving the slide according to the Hemant sir PDF, ma'am. Or slides na prepare ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Okay, fine. So Lakshmi is going to take up the next portion.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, continue.
The next is block diagram. So let me tell you about crime stoppers. That is our crime stopper. That is our system. The final output here is to stop the crime before it starts. And up you can see the database where we can store all the recorded documents, which was which was done before. And next administrator who can handle all the areas, cities, and everything, ID, password, and all. And investigation agencies, they'll upload complaints which were registers in their police stations and all. And after that will be stored in database. And after that, again, the system which was built by application that will predict which crime may happen next. These are down. It is a relation between the different objects. Sanjay, next slide.
Yes. Next is block diagram.
Enable video mode, Lakshmi.
Okay,
Yes.
next is flowchart. Flowchart is first we
Not visible.
start. Ma'am, have enabled it, ma'am.
Okay, continue.
Next is start. Flowchart begins with the start. Start is by logging in using user ID and password. If the user ID is public, he can view only about us, contact us, and homepage, and he will end that. If he's if the login ID and password is admin will be handling adding cities, areas, and other police investigation agencies, and adding crime types or changing password. And if the ID and password is related to police investigation agencies, they can upload the data set and add the parameters and predict the crime which may happen next in future. And he can state a notification which can be notified by the public, and if after that log out and end. Sanjay, next slide. Here is the UML diagrams of we have done separately. We have 3 modules in our project: investigation agency, public, and admin. In investigation agency, uh, investigation agency, he will be logging in and complaints of the which were claimed in his police station, and patterns of that, and such modules. If we want to know some other documents which want to be seen, can be seen here, and notification he can upload, which can be seen by the users. Next is public. Public, he can only view the homepage about us and services what we have provided, and if any information if he needs other than that, he can contact us, and notification, which will be an alert message to them. Next. Next is a use case diagram of an admin. Admin can log in and add cities or areas of any, and it is global. And investigation agencies, they can an admin can provide a user ID and password and types who and all are there. And if anyone needs to change their password, he can also manage that.
And next is a priori algorithm. Like the algorithm we are going to use in this proposed system is like a priori algorithm, where we can learn this algorithm by seeing example. Like consider the example like a sample like A, B, C, D, E, and are the crime types. Like consider 1, 2, 3, 4 as the like cities or months, or what can we can consider whatever we want. Like A, C, D are the 3 different types of crimes. Like A can be considered as murder, C can be considered as robbery, and D can be considered as chain snatching. Like we are giving the minimum support as 50% and minimum confidence as a 80%, where support is nothing but number of the records by total number of transactions, and the confidence is given by it gives a relationship between the 2 or more crime types. Like we can see in the next. Like we are going to generate the first candidate item set, and then we are going to calculate the support. Like A has occur 75%, we give 75%, B 50%, C 75, D 25, and E 75, and we give as a minimum support as 50%. Like which is less than 50%, like we can eliminate it. Like D have the 25%, which is 50%. So we are going to eliminate this 25%, and we are going to write L1. L1 is nothing but frequent data item set, and we are like this is for one transaction, and this is for 2 items, like A, B, A, C, A, E, B, C, B, E. Like by comparing the previous frequent data item set, like we are going to calculate support, and which is lesser than 50%, we can eliminate that, where A, B, and B, C having lesser than 50%. So we are going to eliminate that, and we are writing L2. L2 is nothing but second frequent item data set, and like same wise we are going to calculate candidate item set 3, and L3 as a frequent item list 3, like which is lesser than 50%, we are going to eliminate it, and AC is 50%, and further we cannot proceed because candidate 4 item which consists of 4 items, but we have only 3 items, so we are not considering candidate 4. So we are listing all the frequent items set in a one set, and we are going to generate the confidence like rule X and rule Y. We are calculating the confidence. Confidence is nothing but like if we consider example like A and C, we first confidence can be calculated as number of transactions of both A and C divided by recorded transactions only in A. Like so, by calculating those, we are getting 100%, where only 100% confidence can be considered, and remaining like AE, like lesser than 100% can be eliminated. For those which we obtained 100% confidence, so we can we can applicable at we can use the strong association rule for finding the relationship. Like consider A and C, where A is leading to the chain snatching and B is leading to the robbery, which means there is 100% of possibility level where the chain snatching is occur in that place where the robbery will also occur. This is about the a priori algorithm.
So here we are using the a priori algorithm. So I will say that Weiss a priori algorithm is better than other algorithm. So actually a priori algorithm is better than FP growth algorithms in many ways. So a priori algorithm is used to find the frequent item set, and it is also is a most common algorithm used.
Sandesh, hold on.
Yes,
hold on. Can Ayman or Lakshmi explain this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, who's going to take lead? Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Why we are using a priori algorithm is because it's the most common algorithm and referred to as a best. By referring many IEEE papers, we have decided that a priori is the best for our project because it is able to handle small data and large set of data for n number of parameters. Currently, we have many algorithms, but we don't get a proper output for large and small. So we prefer to take as a priori algorithm.
Okay. How will you guys justify that a priori algorithm does the better job compared to other algorithms which are present at in the market now? How you are going to justify that?
Ma'am, by comparing to the FP growth algorithm, where a priori algorithm is as a like best analysis than the FP growth algorithm, because in FP growth algorithm we cannot take like multiple data sets when compared to the a priori, ma'am. It gives better result
Have
than
you tried it? Have you tried those algorithms?
No, ma'am, but we are referred many IEEE papers now, ma'am. By that we can
But have you tried it on your data set?
The a priori algorithm, so we can extend the data item sets. You can extend them. So in FP growth, you cannot extend the item sets. That is one reason we choose a priori algorithm.
Okay, continue. How many more slides you have?
2, ma'am.
Like
Only
status,
one slide left, ma'am.
Last slide.
Yeah, finish it off. Afterwards, we'll get into question and answers now. Yeah. Finish your presentation.
So the current status of our project is the project is almost done, but we have 3 more. So the public and the
There is some audibility problem from.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Okay. Hello. 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 Hello.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳು ಸಂಜಯ್.
ಯಾಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಸಂದೇಶ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ
ಯಾಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆದ್ರ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಂತು. ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ.
What's happening, guys? Sanjay, KB, maybe you can just restart the session, right? And just complete another half an hour or something. I don't know. Possibly end the session for everyone and restart it, right?
Sir, for our guide also is not working, sir. Zoom is not working, sir.
Yeah, that's what. Do one thing, end the session for everyone, okay? End it for everyone. Just tell that you're going to end the session. Then you end it and then start afresh.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Just tell. Who is your guide?
Divya ma'am.
Ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, just tell everyone that you end the session, okay? And then we'll log in back maybe in 2 minutes. Fine.